Hi, Assalamualaikum to Miss. Today I will present to you AJR122. My name is Muhammad Muqri Iskandar bin Muhammad Norazuan. This slide is prepared for Miss Siti Nur Atikah binti Abu Sama. Here I will present to you the topic plant morphology and anatomy, and the subtopic that I have picked is morphology of the stem. Let's begin with this slide. Let's go. Okay, this is plant morphology and anatomy. I will talk and describe. I will do my best in describing and elaborating plant morphology and anatomy. And the definition. Definition is on the next slide. Okay, the definition of plant morphology. It is the study of the physical form and external structures of plant. It is useful in the visual identification of plant. It can help you. This knowledge of plant morphology can help you to identify the physical form, which is such as the stem, the leaf, the branches, and the fruits, and more of it. Plant anatomy definition: the study of plant tissues and cells or it is or the other name, the study of the internal structure of plant. It is very different with plant morphology. With plant morphology is all about the external. Meanwhile, plant anatomy is the internal of structure of plant. What happened in the internal what happened in the inside of the plant. That is the plant anatomy definition. Very different from morphology. Morphology focus on the external, on the stem, something like that, etc. Now let's talk about morphology of the system of the stem. Pardon me. Stem is the ascending part of the axis, bearing branches, leaves, flowers, and fruits. It develops from the plumule of the embryo of a germinating seed. Bare nodes and internodes. Nodes are the region of the stem where leaves are born. Meanwhile, internodes are the portions between two nodes. The stem bears buds, which may be terminal or axillary. And on the next slide, I will present talk to you. I will tell you about the main functions of stem. There is three functions of stem. I will elaborate it on the next slide. Okay, now we are on the next slide of the main function of stem. Stem number one, spread the function of number one function of stem, spreading out branches, bearing leaf, flowers and fruit. Number two, conducts water, minerals and photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis. Number three, it is also a storage for food support, and it gives support and protection and of vegetative propagation to the plant. To the plant. Modifications of stem. There is five types of modification, which is food storage, for support, for defense, for photosynthesis, and for vegetative propagation. Underground stems of yam and ginger and turmeric. Those are the example for food storage. Modification, vegetable that has been modified to store food in them, act as organs of pollination in type of conditions unfavorable for growth. Number two, for modifications for support. It grow the plant will grow a stem tendril, develop from axillary buds. The shape are slanted and spirally cord, helps plant to climb. The example is gourd, cucumber, pumpkins, watermelon, and grapevines. Number three, modification for defense. It will be modified, and it will modify into woody, straight and pointed thorns. It will protect plants from animals from harming the plants that trying to. It will protect the plant from animals that try to harm the plants. Okay, now modifications for photosynthesis. Some plants are some plants of arid regions modified their stems into flattened or fleshy cylindrical structures. They contain chlorophyll and carry out the photosynthesis process. Last but not least, modifications for vegetative propagation. There is four types, which is runner, stallion, offset, and sucker. Runner, underground stems spread to new niches, and when older parts die, new plants are formed. Sorry. The example is grass and strawberry. Number two, stallion. A slender lateral branch arises from the base of the main axis and after growing aerially for some time, down up, down up to touch the ground. As an example, mint and pegagu. Number three, offset. Number three, offset. A lateral branch with short internodes and each node bearing a rosette of leaves and a tuft of root. As an example is kiambang, water lettuce. Last but not least, sucker. The lateral branches originate from the basal and underground portion of the main stem, grow horizontally beneath the soil, and then come up obliquely upward, giving rise to leafy shoots. The example is banana. The example is banana, pineapple, and chrysanthemum. We have come to the end of the presentation. I, to me, I've done my best, inshallah, in elaborating and describing the morphology, the plant morphology and anatomy, elaborating the topic, chapter 3, plant morphology and anatomy. Thank you, Miss. Thank you for listening. Thanks for your time to watch this presentation. I've done my best, inshallah. Mm, uh, okay, bye. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Thank you, Miss. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.